All right, good afternoon and greetings from South Georgia, USA. Greetings to the entire world. We finally got a little blue sky today, but we've been rainy for like 2 days, not heavy rain. Out here shooting the Black Widow PLX. First shot is the one that really counts. Let's see if I can kill this pig with the first shot. I'm gonna shoot another one. I'm not sure if that was a kill or not. It was kind of low. I'd rather be low than high though. Let's put another one in there. That's nothing to brag about right there. That's a gut shot. It'll kill him, but I don't know if I'll get him. All right, you can put it on that pig. Those ain't too great of shots to brag about. When we get up there close, we'll see how good they were. I had two subjects I wanted to talk about today. One of them is the arrow weight. I was watching a video. The guy's called Ranch Fairy. You probably know him if you watch much archery video. And he was talking about, he was showing a guy named Dr. Ed something or another. I think this guy said he had killed over 1,000 animals with a bow. I don't know what kind of bow he was using. I don't know, he didn't say that. But he was talking about that the arrow weight, in order to penetrate large bones or good bones, needed to weigh 650 grains. Well, I don't know. He was talking about killing rhinos and all kind of African game. Well, we shoot whitetail deer around here, and they weigh 130 pounds, a pretty good size one. So I wonder, I weighed my arrows, they weigh 550 grains. So I guess I'm asking the community out there, what do you think? 550 grains for whitetail deer with a 45-pound bow, and I am not pulling it back very far. I'm fixing to measure it, by the way. I'm not all that big a person, and I don't have that big of a draw length. So we're going to pull these arrows and we're going to talk about that. Okay, I measured how far I pulled the arrow back, marked it at the front of the bow, and my absolute maximum is 25.5 inches. Now that's past my mouth. You know, I'm pulling it back past my jaw and all, because I'm not very large. So people pulling 28 inches and all, hell, they got long arms and all. Strength-wise, I can pull it further, but there's nowhere to go. But I seem to do better when I really pull it back. Pull it back to my maximum. And I'll repeat the question. Is a 550 grain arrow enough for whitetail deer? With a 45-pound bow, pulling it back 25.5 inches. And that's how far I pull it. Well, I already know it's enough because I've killed a number of them. And I probably wasn't even pulling it back 25.5, but I want your thoughts on that. Pulling it back just as far as I can. And I shoot better when I do that. Pulling it back. I can only do it so many times. So am I pulling it 40 pounds? Probably. They seem to be hitting pretty darn hard if you ask me. When you can get a pretty good grouping, it makes you feel good. You enjoy your session more. You're definitely hitting in there harder. My friend Mike, who I shoot with, he's a really big guy, you know, over 6 feet tall. And he pulls it 29 or 30 inches. But then again, he's got long arms. All right, let's go see what we had then. I think I hit a feather then. Okay. Now that's with me pulling that bow back just as far as I can with the floating anchor is what they call it. And that's some pretty tight grouping right there. Let's take these outflyers out right here. And look at those right there. Those are packed in there like a pencil holder. I wonder if I can duplicate that. So the question of the day, what do you think about the 550 grain arrows? And I've got these guys here. These guys here, can you see that, Debbie? Mm-hmm. These guys here are 200. And I think this is 100 here. There's a brass insert right here. It's got some weight to it. But all total, if I converted my ounces to grains right, it came out to be 550 grains. I'd hate to get shot with one. And I'm using Grizzly 2-blade arrowheads. I think they penetrate pretty good. Now I want to talk about my real job here. I like to hunt deer, and if I could find a pig around here to hunt, I would. But my real job is to hunt the lost sheep that belong to Jesus Christ. And I have accepted that job based on Jesus's job description in the Bible. He took out a want ad in the Bible and said that he needed people to look for his lost sheep and declare his name before men. And after many years, I finally answered that want ad and took up the job of trying to find the lost sheep. Now, the way you find the lost sheep, the bait for the lost sheep is you call them, and you call them with the words of Jesus Christ. It's the best bait. They respond to his voice and they respond to his words. And I'm going to shoot one more time, and then I'm going to call them. I'm going to tell you the magic words. If any of you out there are the lost sheep, you've probably been thinking about Jesus a bit, and every now and then you look up and say, hey, I'm in a place where, that's not too good a place to be. And I wish I could get some kind of better gig going here. So I'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay, so I am hunting lost sheep right this very minute. And I'm going to tell you what Jesus said, maybe the most powerful words. He had a lot of powerful words. You know, he didn't say a whole lot either. There's not all that much in the Bible recorded, but it was straight from the mouth of God. Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. He is the way, he's the direction. The way, the only way. I am the truth. That one might be a little low. Jesus is the truth. He is the only truth that actually exists in our universe. He is the truth. I don't know how to explain it anymore. That's what truth is. And he is the life. Now we have temporary life, but it's just temporary. The life that Jesus is talking about is permanent and eternal. Jesus said if you come to him, he will in no way turn you away. He said he was knocking at your door. And he wants you to open up your heart to him and let him, ask him to save you. I'm shooting a little low right now. Jesus said, if any man thirst, let him come, and he will give him living water that will flow out of him in eternal springs. I keep getting lower and lower. Do you want some of that water? All you have to do is ask for it. Are you hungry to live forever? Are you ready for your burdens to be lightened? The great burdens that you're carrying on your shoulders right now? The miserable mess that you've gotten yourself into? Get a little higher there. That was probably too high. Well, it'll kill a pig now. No problem with that. All you have to do is ask Jesus to save you. You say, Jesus, yes, I do believe that you can save me. I do believe that you're divine, the Son of God. Will you save me? That's the formula right there. See if we can get it forward more. That busted his heart right in half right there. Now, if you're having trouble seeing that Jesus is God and that he can actually do that for you, if you have questions like, how can a man be a God? Jesus was a great teacher, but, you know, maybe there is no God. I would say that it would be a good idea to do some research. Now, you don't have to go to Bible college or anything like that. The New Testament Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are easy enough for anybody that's reading at a second grade level, even a first grade level, if they'll put a little work into it. One more shot. Open the Bible, read it. Now don't start at the beginning and try to read through it. It's too complicated. You just get mixed up. That's advanced stuff. Go to the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and read it. Now, I'll tell you something even better. They have this magic thing called audio books on the internet. You can get an audio book of the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And some very fine readers with very beautiful voices will read the Bible to you. You can put your earplugs in and you can listen to it on the job, listen to it while you're hunting, listen to it while you're resting, whatever. That's my suggestion. Some of you out there that have been intrigued by what I'm saying, ask Jesus and get in there, get your audio Bible and listen to it. All right, that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm hunting you on behalf of Jesus. Now we'd like to say the Lord's Prayer now. This is the prayer that Jesus taught his disciples to say. This is a prayer that you can say every day, many times a day. If you wake up in the middle of the night a little spooked, you need to say this. Instead of counting sheep, say the Lord's Prayer. I'd like you to say it with us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.